Hello and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm going to be making some Christmas gift tags using this scratch piece of paper and my Lawn Fawn tag die from Say What. First of all, I'm going to stamp to and from on the back of the tag that I cut out, and I'm using distress ink. I could have used regular ink, but I forgot that I had colored regular ink. First, I use my embossing tool to apply some powder to the card. This keeps the embossing powder from sticking where I don't want it. Then I'm going to use some Versamark ink to stamp Merry Christmas. Then I sprinkle some white glitter embossing powder over the words that I stamped. And this is white embossing powder that I mixed in some iridescent white glitter. Then I use my Wagner heat tool to melt the embossing powder. When you use glitter powder, you want to start on the back so you don't blow the glitter away before the embossing powder starts to melt and encases the glitter. Then you can move to the front. I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers fuse tool to melt the plastic that I put my tag in. And I did this once before, and I'm trying to use different packaging. And it's probably a couple years ago when I made some tags. But over time, the sequins and things that I put inside came out. I think that the packaging I used was too crispy. So if the packaging you're using kind of makes a crinkly sound, it doesn't work very well. So today I'm trying out a couple different ones. And I'm just showing you one of the ones that I use because I use the same technique. And one worked well, which is this one, and then I also had another one which was too heavy, another one which was too thin, and then of course it broke apart and the shaker bits came out. So the trick is finding one that's just right. I've heard people say that if you use page protectors, those are the right ones to use. But I want to try using different packaging, because if it doesn't work out, I can just tear it open and get my stuff out and throw it away, which is where it was going to go anyway. Now it helps if you use a die, because then you can go around with your tool. It also comes with kind of a metal ruler that you can use to move your fuse tool against your tag. After I sealed the tag on 3 sides, I went ahead and cut it out. I left the top of my tag unsealed so I can slide in my shaker bits. I'm just putting them in so that they show on the front of the tag. This is a shaker mix I made myself. I started by making some polymer clay peppermint candies, and then I added some seed beads, some round beads that kind of look like the decor things that you put on cookies. And also, I added some sequins, some that are white and some that are translucent. I used these shaker bits in another video, which is my Team Tiny Holiday Hop with the Peppermint Slimline Card. And I'll put a link to that at the end of the video in case you're interested in making a shaker card. And that one does not require a fuse tool. On that video, I also promised to one of the commenters that I would do a drawing and send them some of my shaker bits as well as the candy canes I created with the polymer clay. So at the end of this video, there'll be a drawing from the people who commented in that video. After I fill up the tag as much as I want, I put my die right over the tag and use that to go around the edge of the tag, and this seals up the top. Then I trim off the extra plastic at the top. Now the fun part is decorating the tags. So I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers crocodile to put on an eyelet at the top, and that makes a nice hole that looks really nice and it's secure. As you can see, I created 2 more tags in the same way and did that off screen while I had all the supplies out. Next, I'm adding some red and white kitchen twine and some jingle bells. I'm going to show you a trick on how to get the kitchen twine through one of the small bells. So first of all, I'm taking some thinner string and I looped it and stick it through the hole. Then I can put my kitchen twine through that loop, and then I can pull the string to pull the kitchen twine through the bell. Next, I thread the kitchen twine through the silver bell, which is larger, so I don't need to use the string. You can also use a needle if you have one big enough to put your kitchen twine in, but small enough to go through the hole in the bell. Then I just tie a regular bow tie. For this tag, I'm going to glue on a squirrel that I colored, and this is from a stamp from Fawn's Nutty or Nice, which was a limited edition, so that no longer is available unless you find it used on eBay or Etsy or somewhere like that. But you can decorate with anything you have. So I'm putting on the squirrel, and then I'm also going to use my Nuvo liquid adhesive, which is a type of glue, to put on the peppermint. And I found out later this all dried well, and even the peppermint held really tight. Now on one of the tags I already put a gingerbread, and here's the stickers that I used for that. I'm going to peel off one of the candy cane stickers and put it on the last tag. But you can use whatever things you have. These are things that I just have left over from other projects, which is a great way to do tags because you don't need much. So I'm just using scrap paper and just different embellishments that I had laying around. I'll put a list of all the things that I'm using in the description below. Some of them will be affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything to use those links, but it helps you find the products. And also, if you buy anything from those stores by using my links, then I get a small commission. I would really appreciate if you can use those links if you're in the market for buying craft supplies. This helps me to support my site. And also, if you can like and subscribe, that helps me move up in the YouTube algorithm so that I can become monetized, and also helps others find my channel. Thank you. And without further ado, we'll do the drawing for the sequins. And also the person who wins will also get some candy canes that I showed you with the squirrel. And also you can pick one of the tags, whether it's the gingerbread, the candy cane, or the squirrel tag, and I'll mail those to you. So I put in all the names of everyone who watched my Peppermint card and left a comment that they live in the U.S. And it looks like our winner is MJ Bazavi. So if you can write and tell me your mailing address, you can contact me here on YouTube or at Wayfaring Panda. Thank you for everyone for watching.